I'm not going to lie and say that it's, that I just love doing all this work in vain. However, I don't think it's in vain.
And volunteers react after Governor Scott Walker does not challenge a single recall petition signature. Governor Walker's campaign called it an impossible task. Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Carlson.
And I'm Eric Franke. Today, his campaign did not file any recall signature challenges with the Government Accountability Board.
Unfortunately, we simply ran out of time and were not able to complete the review process.
Scott Walker had extra time, millions of dollars in money, a supposed army of people that were going to help him with the challenge, and it didn't happen. It didn't materialize.
So while Democrats are celebrating after they say they turned in 1 million signatures, Walker's team says it got through about 400,000, claiming up to 20% of those were fraudulent, saying they could have turned those in but did not, leaving the review process in the hands of the GAB. The 19th Jessica Arp is now looking into a third-party challenge, saying their efforts will continue. Jess.
Well, while Governor Walker has stopped looking through recall petitions, a group called Verify the Recall has not, and they say they won't stop even if their information shows they can't stop a recall election.
It's really hard to say. I haven't been keeping track.
Time has started to escape Todd Osborne.
Maybe 1,000 of these.
He's now clocking the hours, signature by signature.
I do know a lot of people that have put in a lot more hour-wise than I have. And that's awesome.
His handiwork all on behalf of Verify the Recall, a group organized by state Tea Party members to take a look separate from the GOP and GAB at all recall signatures.
Really, right now, it's more important than ever that we complete this process. We think it's very important for someone to conduct a thorough review of all recall signatures submitted. And now it appears that Verify the Recall will be the only organization to complete a thorough review of the information submitted in the gubernatorial recall.
In his filing to the GAB, the governor said he wanted to incorporate with Verify the Recall, asking the GAB to look further at the group's analysis. While the groups can't legally work together, Verify the Recall says they are 90% done entering petitions and will send their information to the GAB as a friend of the process.
We're going to get this thing done very quickly and come out with that information so that we can make sure that if a recall election does in fact take place for the governor, that the people make that decision and that the decision is not made through fraudulent practice.
Volunteers like Osborne admit an election will likely happen. Right now, they've only found some 55,000 signatures they think are invalid. But they say actually putting forth some data is important.
Maybe that's all we go down in history as having done, is discovering that, yeah, when they turned in their signatures, they kind of fudged the numbers a little bit. And we know, in fact, that there was 15% or so ineligible signatures. Maybe that's all that we prove. But there's something a little bigger than that at play here.
Now, so far, Verify the Recall says they've only counted 819,000 signatures and challenged the Democrats' assertion that they've turned in 1 million. But they do have some 14,000 pages yet to enter into their analysis. And Democrats are actually challenging their methodology and call the entire effort, quote, informed by bad faith.
So will the GAB use any of this information, Jeff?
Well, they reaffirmed today that if the Verify the Recall submits information alleging fraud, that they would refer that to the proper authorities. But the group is not allowed to submit any formal challenges to the signature. Only the governor was allowed to do that.
All right, Jess, thank you very much.